brother, oh brother, oh brother. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, how you doing? Howdy there, partner. Can you guys see me all right? Because I think we're having some connection issues. It seems like Streamlabs might not be pinging the services that I needed to be pinging. Can you guys see me? If so, give me the old peace symbol. Why is this not working? I can't see anyone right now. Hello, hello, hello. Earth to chat. Earth to degenerates. Earth to... Okay, so Rumble's coming through. I can see Rumble. I can see me wearing the Lucky Buffalo shirt. Horrible bags under my eyes. As ugly as ever. All right, that one's coming through. But YouTube is not. My YouTube page is completely frozen. Hello, brother. Brother. Is it coming through? Is it coming through? Dad? All right, I'm seeing some chat now. Okay, my video's coming through now as well. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I guess it took a little bit of a second to decide that wanted to work today. But welcome back to another episode of the Matt Core Show. We have a beautiful Thursday, March the 21st. And we're looking at new all-time highs. I am pleased to be able to be that guy who reports to you that there's a very good chance your retirement accounts are at a brand new all-time high as long as you have generic exposure to the overall market. So if you did that, if you're that person, congrats to you. Yesterday, we got the results of the FOMC decision, and they've decided to not change the interest rates, which was kind of already like we knew that with like 99% certainty. So not a big surprise there. And then because of the SEP, the Summary of Economic Projections, basically this really nerdy quantitative thing that they released to us, the 19 voting FOMC members, give us their vibes on where they see things going in the next couple of years. And it was pretty good. There was only like one little hiccup, and they do see core PCE inflation going up a tad. But other than that, it was crazy bullish, and that's exactly why the market ripped from 515 all the way up to 520. We're currently trading at 523 in pre-market. The Qs ripped from 438 to 444. They're all the way up at, like, we're just seeing new highs today. We are absolutely ripping to new highs. I'm very, very excited, beyond excited, because I think this trade's going to keep going. I don't think we're going to have some sort of hardcore reversal anytime in the near future. Dude, look how much... I don't know if you guys can really see this. You guys, dude, my arm. Piper's been going nuts, man. She thinks she's playing, but she's just like completely tearing the shit out of my arm. And it, like in the morning, she's like, dude, I want to cuddle. I just want to kind of chill. But at night, when the sun goes down, she goes into crazy attack cat mode. And I just don't get it. Like she does that, like the rabbit kick thing. And she just like, her technique is to bite onto your arm. And then as you're freaking out that there's like a little jungle cat biting your arm, then she does the rabbit kick thing. And it's just, it's absurd. Like within seconds, your entire forearm is torn apart. Just realizing how many cuts and scrapes and scars I now have. But that's the life of living with the jungle cat. So I'm not complaining. It is what it is. But anyway, market ripping higher. Bitcoin, beautiful bounce, 63,000, all the way up to 67.5. So crypto's bouncing, not a new all-time high, but within striking distance. Gold did hit a new all-time high. The market hit a new all-time high. We have bonds turning around. We have yields coming down to the point that we're actually uninverting now, or we're making an effort to uninvert. The dollar is getting crushed. There's a lot of positive movement. So congrats. Obviously, we're going to get into some of these individual equities, but things like Netflix, Meta, Nvidia, Microsoft, even Apple starting to look good. Like we have a lot of major tech plays that are looking phenomenal right now. So overall, if you're in the bull camp, you should be jacked up because these are the days that you live for. These are the good times, and let's see if they can keep on rolling. So here's the name of the game. I'm going to break down everything going on. We had some hilarious political updates yesterday, so I want to show you some clips and videos of that. So we're going to be getting into it just because it's not really, I don't know what the official title of this is in terms of like on the congressional side, but there's some hearings of like, should they impeach Biden, but then also they're talking about Hunter Biden and his dealings. So hilarious things came out from that. So I have some of the funniest clips. So we're going to be watching that. Obviously, we're going to be breaking down some of the major market/economic news. Then we have some individual equity news. We have some seasonality news. We have some charts to get into. We have some degenerate trades to do at open. Obviously, don't forget that we are going to be continuing the trade competition. Today is Today is day 7. Day 7 of the trading competition. Actually, on that note, I'm going to put up the poll here on YouTube. Start a poll. Market at open. Remember, I am asking you for the very first minute of the day. Nothing more, nothing less. Where do you think the market goes from 9:30 to 9:31? I'm not asking you on the entire day. I'm not asking you on the week. I'm not asking you on the month. I'm not asking you for the bias of your own positions. I'm saying, what do you think the market does from 9:30 to 9:31? And I don't want to put this pressure on you, but today it really, really matters. And I'm going to explain this in more detail in 1 second. But I did the payout request from 11 accounts. So I'll show you that. I'll show you proof that $22,000 was approved, should be hitting my bank account very, very soon. But $22,000 approved, locked in, secured from Apex. Like as good as it gets. But with that means that $2,000 was deducted from all those accounts. And for any of you who've been on Sim to Funded, you know that there's a very tight drawdown rule. So I, instead of having $2,500 of leeway, because I did the $2,000 request, I now only have $500 of leeway, which means that for those accounts to not blow up, for them to have potentially a second wave of life, I really need to hit the trade out of the gate today. So when you guys are voting, understand that not only am I asking you for the first minute of the day, what I'm really, really asking you is the first 5 milliseconds, because I cannot have an adverse move. My account does not have enough of a cushion, if you will, to have any adverse move. So usually I'm asking you for the first minute, and that's what you should be voting on in terms of the trading competition. But I'm also specifically interested in the first move. We're talking portions of a second. I really need it to go in my way. So we're going to see how that goes. But anyway, let's get into it. I just want you guys to have that in your mind when you're casting your votes. But anyway, the SPY ripped with the FOMC decision and then again with Jerome Powell's speech. So rippity skippity doodah, gold hitting an all-time high early last night, 6 p.m. And then obviously Bitcoin digital gold also ripping. So lots to chit chat about. Stock futures rise as S&P 500 tops 5,200 level for the first time ever. Now, before we get into the specific economic news, I do want to give you a little bit of a political update of just some of the other happenings, because there is a big impact on the economy and thus the stock market. Biden administration to forgive $5.8 billion in student debt for nearly 78,000 borrowers. The Biden administration announced it would forgive $5.8 billion in student debt for 77.7 thousand borrowers through the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. It is also said President Joe Biden would email another 380,000 public service workers, notifying that they're on track to have their debt canceled within 2 years. So the Biden administration, I know this is kind of a touchy subject, because I'm of the mindset that if the government's going to be stupid and just give you money, why would you not take it? But that doesn't mean I agree with the government's decision to do so. So if you're in the situation where the government calls you up, hey, Joe Biden just got done with some ice cream. Good news. Your debt's gone. Yeah, no, take it. Take it. Obviously, take it. It would be silly to not take it. But that doesn't mean it makes sense that the government's doing it, because they're basically using everyone's tax dollars to then buy votes. That's what they're doing. There's no economists. There's no part that they're oh, this is the morally correct thing to do. This is the smart economic thing to do. No, what they're doing is taking tax dollars and trying to buy votes. They're thinking if we forgive debt in this particular age bracket, they might be lifelong Democrats, because they're hey, that is the side that forgave my debt, so I'm going to vote for them for the remainder of my life. That's what it is. And if you're trying to contort it any other way, you're just wrong. That doesn't necessarily, I don't I would never chastise anyone for taking advantage of this. If the government's going to be dumb enough to do it, you might as well take advantage of it. But that doesn't mean that it isn't stupid that the government's doing it. They are so evidently just attempting to buy votes. That's exactly what it is, buying votes. Now, on that, it kind of almost reminds me of this the squatting discussion we had yesterday. I suppose you could almost argue that the government is squatting on tax dollars, so you might as well just use the unclaimed property. I know I'm making a large leap here, but if you really think about it, the government just squatted, so we might as well use that particular property. And in this case, it's the money, so just forget it. It's just squatter. It's squatter rights. You're just squatting on your debt. If you didn't see yesterday's show, that's going to make no sense to you. If you did see yesterday's show, you're like, hell yeah, man, we're definitely going to start squatting on this one. We're totally going to start squatting. On the flip side of it, Wall Street and Silicon Valley elites are warming up to Mr. Donald J. Trump. The 2024 presidential election pitting Joe Biden against Donald Trump may feel like a tiresome rematch of should-be retirees. That's fair. Facing off once again with the future of the free world at stake. Bloomberg, what did they have in their coffee this morning? Literally calling them out. They should be retired and the whole free world is at stake. But something feels different and hard to explain this time. Trump's most visible supporters are no longer angry blue-collar workers from red states wearing MAGA hats and waving "Drain the Swamp" signs at rallies. They're some of the most successful businessmen in the country expressing their grievances online, fretting about immigration and the war in Ukraine, and slinging around doubts about Biden's performance and age. If you ask me, I don't think this is actually a big change in terms of who's voting for who. I think people are just being more vocal about it. Circa 2016, you were made to feel bad as if you were doing something immoral and unjust if you were voting for Trump. Before those elections, I only participated in one before that. But to my understanding, just to chatting with people, when people were voting one way or another, it was kind of like, oh, you voted for that guy, and you would chit chat about it. But then things really, really changed with Clinton and Trump, where you were thought, and has a lot to do with media, you were kind of painted to be actually a very bad person. A very bad person if you were voting for Trump. You almost had to do it in secrecy. It had that kind of weird vibe to it, especially if you were in the world of elite white collar work, blue collar, as this was saying, the MAGA extremists, blah, blah, blah. I think that there was a lot of people in the highest echelons of tech and Wall Street and blah, 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 who voted for Trump the first time around. And I think they're voting for him again. I think it's just now for whatever reason, the pendulum's going back and forth. And this time around, people are simply just being more vocal about it. So interesting, very, very interesting. But anyway, Elon Musk, Citadel founder Ken Griffin, and Oracle Corp co-founder Chairman Larry Ellison, among others, are either overtly or quietly embracing GOP nominee for president in the prospect of returning to the political turbulence of the Trump era. In other words, some of the same people who've seen their wealth grow, sorry, I didn't take my allergy pill this morning because I refused to. Where were we? Anyway, super rich people getting even more rich in the past few years benefited from the stability of the status quo, are now among the loudest voices trying to upend it. A number of them come from the tech world, and part of their success is based on disruption. They think our country and politics need radical disruption, and the chaos around that is intoxicating to them. Yeah, maybe Mr. Bloomberg author, or it could be what they first alluded to. They might not like the current regime, the current administration's handling of what's going on in Ukraine, what's going on in the Middle East, and what's going on with the southern border, and what's going on with inflation. I don't think that's the most insane thing, just to be like, oh, we don't like this stuff, we should probably switch it up. If you ask me, I'm just upset for our country that these are our two options. If you really think about it, that could really super bum you out when you realize that in a country of 350 million people, these are the two people we get to pick from. I think that says a lot about us. like as humans, as people. I think it just kind of proves that we're bad people. And I think we're getting exactly what we deserve to get. And I think these two guys are a reflection of how horrible we are collectively as humans. So that's a bit of a bummer. That's a bit of a bummer. Anyway, we have Kevin O'Leary popping off about it because right now you have one guy who is as old as time and can barely get his ice cream in his pie hole. And then we have this other guy who's getting indicted more than you can even count and lots of money and legal cases. Dude, we're just, let's just be honest. We're just getting what we deserve. But anyway, Kevin O'Leary, obviously breaking on the right-leaning side of things, popping off on the news. Want to share this with you.
Importantly, the message about the American brand. You think about America, the reason this is the number one economy on earth is that we have laws and we have due process and we have property rights. It attracts foreign capital from all around the world. All of that is being shaken to the core here. The concept of seizing assets in 30 days on a bond number that's never been issued. No insurance bond company's ever issued anything near this, so there was no chance it was going to happen. And only giving 30 days notice and time, that's a really bad message. And I think New Yorkers should think well past Trump. Whether he's president or not, or whether this attorney general is gone in 4 years or not, it's irrelevant. This is case setting against the American brand, the most stable country on earth, anywhere, to put capital to work over a long period of time, particularly in real estate, is the United States of America. This is an assault on what we believe to be core. And I find it extraordinary. I think it's very troubling. It has absolutely nothing to do with Donald Trump at this point, in my view, and it is completely bipartisan. This is an attack on America. And I don't know how you can look at it any other way. America. And as an investor, and I know plenty of investors who are completely disturbed by this, but I mean, no one is going to put any money to work in New York in these amounts until this thing settles down. The whole world is watching.
He does bring up a fair point of calling out this business
thing we haven't got yet. Adult supervision. Where is it? Where are the adults in this crazy narrative? Certainly there's got to be adult supervision at some point.
At
I understand, you know, the war going on here and all the political yada yada woof woof woof. But we need an adult in the room now. This is the United States of America under siege.
Fuck yeah, brother. Fuck yeah. Under siege from them damn commies. Anyway, Kevin O'Leary, obviously breaking to the right, commenting on just the craziness in the state of New York, one of Trump's many issues right now of what's happening in the state of New York, specifically New York City, blah, blah, blah. He's not happy with it. And he brings up a fair point of like the precedent that it's setting, and it could actually deter a lot of other business and entrepreneurship if this becomes the precedent. Something to consider. Bringing it specifically back more to the economy this morning. Initial jobless claims came out pretty much as expected. The Philadelphia Fed manufacturing coming in higher than expected. A little bit later on today, we are going to be getting some of the manufacturing PMI, services PMI, existing home sales. I want to remind everyone, these are somewhat important today, but another shock to the market could be coming tomorrow when Jerome Powell is speaking again. He speaks at 9 a.m. Obviously, I will be streaming that, but I do want to give you a quick recap of everything that kind of went down yesterday. So yesterday, we got no change to the Fed fund rate. On top of that, we got some very bullish information in the SEP, the Summary of Economic Projections. And now we're at a point where, okay, the question is, when are we actually going to get the first rate cut? I want to let you know at this moment in time, there is a 92% chance that we're still not getting one in the May meeting. The odds only really start picking up of the first rate cut come June. So I just want to kind of give everyone a freeze frame still shot of where we're at in this current time. Probably not coming in May. There's another FOMC meeting. We get the results May 1st. Probably no rate change there. We're probably not going up. We're probably not going down. We're probably staying constant at that one as well. And then there's a shot that we actually get one come June. And at that point, it would just be a 25 bips cut. Anywho, with all of the information of the FOMC meeting and really the SEP, that prompted gold to rip. Gold prices have been hitting record highs. Here's why the rally is far from over. So if you take a look at gold on the futures market, GC, we just tagged a new all-time high at 6 p.m. last night of 2,225.3. So it exploded, came down, consolidated, touched the MA cloud, and ripped again. But also digital gold is back to ripping. So digital gold, aka Bitcoin, went from 61,000 all the way up to 68. So a very, very nice recovery there. So gold, digital gold, a lot of other commodities, a lot of other precious metals, it's bullish. We are clearly continuing the bull wave. And I get it. I get it. If you look on FinTwit, if you look at some of these people who are perma bears, like, dude, it's collapsing. This is such a bear trap. It's such a bear rally. Dude, you could call it what you want, and I don't really care if you're saying this is a giant trap. It's really, really tough to call this a bear market. It's really, really tough to say that, oh, dude, it's coming down. Of course, if you're always screaming from the mountaintops that we're going to come down, eventually it comes down. But if you're not putting a time frame on these big call outs of this is a bear market, it doesn't count. No one gives a shit. You're completely wrong. From the end of October until now, we've done nothing but rip and rip and rip to the point that we're hitting all-time highs multiple times over. And then all of a sudden there's like one little red day and like you see the bear camp and like, I told you. It doesn't matter because you were wrong this entire time. And if you believed it, you would have been completely blown out. So when you're a perma bull or a perma bear, you just literally have to wait. And then eventually you're going to be right. So that's my entire point of these people calling things out. You got to put a time frame. If you don't put a time frame on it, it's just a stupid thing. That's the same as me saying at some point today, I think we go up and down. Okay, it's probably going to happen because depending on that, it's so vague, it's so high level that of course it's going to be right. Anyway, I digress. Switzerland surprises with rate cut moving ahead of ECB and the Fed. So remember, there's a bunch of central banks globally. Switzerland kind of did something that no one saw coming. They started their unwinding of their rate. So I just want to let you know, I don't know if I have anyone in Switzerland watching this show, but hey, congrats to you. With respect to individual companies, after the market closes today, check out Nike, Lululemon, FedEx. I'm actually particularly interested in FedEx. So that one, it's kind of thought to be a barometer for the overall market of just like, are people sending packages? It's kind of like just a state of business in general. So I'm going to be interested in their numbers, but I know people like Nike and Lululemon, so I just want to throw that on your radar. Early this morning, we heard from Darden Restaurants. Darden posts first same-store sales decline since pandemic, offset by Ruth's Chris acquisition. Just want to let you know there. And then on top of that, we're talking about new IPOs. IPO season might be coming back into style. Reddit prices IPO at $34 per share and first major social media offering since 2019. This is the high end, $34 a share. It values the company at $6.5 billion. $6.5 billion. So just wanted to share that with all of you. Daily DGen trade report. Personally, I didn't trade anything yesterday. Piper at 1025, just on the SPY side of things, put credit spread, and it was confident, a 3 out of 5 confidence level. 2x multiple though, ended up selling the 513. Obviously that hit because the market ripped. So per signal, this returned $40, and obviously it could be scaled to your heart's desire at $160. So for every $160 in your account, you could have kept scaling it up and up and up and up. I personally didn't trade just because it was the FOMC day. I just didn't feel like trading. I didn't think that I really had the best edge. So I was just kind of awkwardly waiting for today. So if you're interested in, well, I can't say my trades because I didn't trade yesterday, but if you're interested in Piper, the community, all that stuff, sign up for the Discord, mattcruz.locals.com. If you use the code Goonie, it's in the description of the video. You can get access for free for the first month. And on top of it, you get things like this newsletter where I break a lot down. I give you the reminders for the upcoming week. But most importantly, at least for today, I do want to let you know that from a seasonal perspective, today historically is choppy. Sometimes it favors the bulls, sometimes it favors the bears. Past couple of years, as you can see, it's more so been favoring the bears. The bulls have won this day 40% of the time with a profit factor below 1. So it's neutral, maybe slightly leaning bearish, but overall, March is a very choppy month. There's no consistent bullishness or bearishness on a historic basis. So overall, when it comes to the month of March, you just kind of taking it as it comes. And then also, just so you know, tomorrow is going to be neutral. So just wanted to share that with all of you. 5 things to know before that stock market bell goes dingity ding 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 today. 3 records, yep, new all-time highs, holding steady. That was the Fed's decision yesterday. Are you ready for it? That's kind of funny. Anyway, they're IPOing $34. The ticker symbol is RDDT. Micron pops semiconductors as hot as ever. The future of ESPN with Disney and potential spinoff. They're trying to decide what to do next to basically withstand the demise of cable TV. All right, we got to get ready for the votes. So YouTube, I'm asking you to vote, vote, vote. We got to get ready for the trades. Just to give you guys a quick recap, account 138 is YouTube's right now, $50,738.36. 139 is Rumble's, $50,738.36. This is the start of day 7 of the trading competition, and YouTube chat and Rumble chat are perfectly tied. Perfectly freaking tied. Very, very impressive. So let's see if there's going to be a little bit of a change up today. So Rumble, I'm going to ask you to vote the very first minute of the day. Minute numero uno. Do you think it's a green candle or a red candle? I need to know because we got to get these votes going. We got to get these votes going. Where are we going? Where are we going? Green. 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 Verde. Green. Green. Okay. All right. We have, and then obviously YouTube, you guys came in very bullish as well. So as of right now, Rumble chat, YouTube chat, you both voted green. You both voted bullish, but that's not the end of it. That's not the end of it because we have the magic wheel of destiny. You guys thought that was the end? Don't be so silly. Don't be so childish. We got to put in some sort of twist. If this is your first time in the show, we're degenerates. Howdy. Nice to meet you. And I like to pin my 2 chats against each other to see who's better at trading. Thus far, Rumble chat has won 2 trading competitions and YouTube has won 0. For this particular trading competition, I like to spin this magic wheel of destiny. Not only do they vote, that's not the end of it. If it lands on red, red starts with an R. Do you know what else starts with an R? Reverse. Black starts with a B, which has really nothing to do with the fact that I just keep the trade the same. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm going to spin the wheel. If it lands on red, the chat's vote is going to be reversed. Both voted bullish today. And then if it lands on black, we're going to keep it. The first rotation here is going to be for Rumble chat. So if it lands on red, reverse. If it lands on black, it's going to stay the same. This one is for Rumble, Rumble, Rumble. Rumble, congratulations. We are sticking with your vote. The second one is for YouTube. Also, sticking with your vote. Congrats. Congratulations. The wheel has decided that you guys are correct today. Let me just write this down. Bull. All right. Let me make sure I am. All right. YouTube. Bull. Rumble. Bull. All right. Cool. Obviously, I did not put up $50,000 of my own money for either of these. It's all through Apex, but more on that in just a second because we are about to go. All right, 10 seconds. Let's get ready, folks. Let's get ready. Let's see how good you guys are.
Order filled. Order filled. Target filled.
Hello? I don't think things went right. So you guys hit, but those accounts that I was trying to save did not go the way I needed it to. Did not go the way I needed to. So these were the 11 accounts that I was attempting to save, like that I just did the payout request from. And obviously the saving process did not go well. But you guys hit right here, 138, 139. You guys both hit. Some of these accounts did well, 130, 175.
Order submitted.
Hello? Oh, yeah, there would
Target filled.
Okay, and then these ones did well. So The red ones were all ones that I just did the payout request from. And for those of you who don't really know too much about it, Apex, sim funded. I don't have 20 accounts at 50,000. I don't have $1 million, so I'm trading with their money. I recently did payout requests, and I'm happy to report they all got approved. Right here, you can see these 11 that I have highlighted. I started on March 16th. It took me till March 19th. So those 3 days, I requested 11 and they all got approved. So 2,000 times 11, 22 grand. So when you do the request, obviously your account value drops and it gets really close to blowing up. So I just did a degenerate trade I'd opened to try to save them. Obviously, it did not go my way. But anywho, I am happy to say that at this point in time, a lot of people are like, is it possible? Like this sim funded, can you actually take money out? Does it work? Does it not work? You can see on the screen right here, I've taken out $32,000. There is 16 different requests at 2K each. Approved. You get the point. I legitimately took out $32,000 from Apex. So the ones that I lost this morning, that's a bummer. I kind of assumed it was going to happen. Like I said, still a bit of a bummer. I wish I could have saved them. But hey, it is what it is. And as of right now, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cooking in the background for the next payout period. Well, technically 4 are close. This one's already past it. That one's already past it. And then I have 2 more within $50. So unfortunately, the next payout window is going to be April 1st. So I need 134, 36, 35, and 33. So basically from 133 to 136, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 4 are cooking. So that should be another 8 grand that I'll be able to try to pull out. So we'll see how that all goes. This traded 160. Why did it do that? But why did it do that? Anyway, it's kind of sad that these accounts just blew out. I have to now get 11 more accounts approved. That's a lot of money to get 11 accounts approved. Anyway, congrats to you guys. You guys had a really good opening. This is
submitted. Target filled.
Hello? Mom? All right, these were at 160 and now they're at 310. That's a bit confusing. That was, safe to say, unexpected. Is this account blown out? 115? I have too many accounts to keep track of what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Anyway, I think it's done. Let me just turn everything off so it doesn't keep randomly trading. I lost the 11 accounts that I accounted for losing, but I did also request 22 grand from them, so I'm not going to complain about it at all. So basically, what I'm going to have to do now is get 11 more challenge accounts past the challenge, then convert it over to PA, and then when it's PA, I'll be able to trade for real money once again. And generally takes 7 days to pass, but for the next 6 days, it's only 1 day pass. So theoretically, on those 11 accounts, the new challenge accounts that I'm going to have to buy, if I do well enough, I'll be able to literally the next day have it as a PA account. All right, anywho, dude, you guys did not get that. You guys are lucky you made money, if I'm being completely honest. Do you guys see how lucky you are? You guys were all confident that the first minute was going to be green, and you're lucky you got your trade in, but the first minute was red there, team. It was particularly red. What were you thinking? Why did you guys give me the wrong information? Is anyone going to step up and say sorry? Anyone? If anything, I should be sending you guys the bill for what just happened there, because arguably it is your fault. I should probably exit out of this because I don't want to overtrade. I want to keep the accounts that I currently have. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there goes a couple accounts. That's not the most ideal situation, if we're being completely honest. Not the most ideal. All right. I'm shutting down Rhythmic. Gotta just stay disciplined with it. All right. I want you guys to know the market opened up at a new all-time high. There is a downside gap fill to 520.62. It might get filled today. I don't think the odds are like particularly high. I just do want to let you know that not only do we gap up to a new all-time high in the S&P 500, there is probably a worthwhile gap to pay attention to. 520.62, aka yesterday's high. Similar situation in the Qs. Let me delete some of these lines because I know it's a bit confusing. There's also a downside gap fill on the Qs to 444.11. And technically, we opened up to a new all-time high as well. The previous high was 448.64, and on the Qs, we hit 448.97. So both the SPY and the Qs and probably the Dow all hit a new all-time high today. Congrats to everyone who played. 5-minute bullish, 10-minute bullish, 30-minute bullish, 5-minute bullish, 10-minute bullish, 30-minute bullish. Today appears to be a pretty freaking bullish day. At least thus far. Things can change on a moment's notice. We have Bitcoin down here trading at 67,000. What else are you guys watching this morning? Nvidia, red. Microsoft hitting a new all-time high. Just because YouTube chat is still down 2-0 doesn't mean you need to be mean unless it is funny. Shout out, Jason. Oh, I think I missed a different... GOV, I'm up over 200% this week. What do I do? What's your trading plan, man? If you're up money and you don't like have a plan, I think that's a pretty good William. If I were in that circumstance, if I'm up money and I'm like, oh, wait, what is my trading plan? I'd probably just take the money. I'd probably just be like, wait, interesting. In my personal opinion, that's what I would do. If I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, wow, how am I magically up money? I would just be like, thanks for the money that I don't have a real trading plan for. You kind of just got lucky. That's how I would personally handle it. But obviously, if you're feeling degenerate, if you're feeling good about, I don't know, I guess, yeah, some people are saying a trailing stop loss. You could do that, just like setting a minimum value so you're at least getting out without like losing it. That could be hard when you're in options, just because sometimes there's liquidity issues, sometimes there's extreme volatility issues. So that could be tough. So like if you just want to live life on easy street and start your weekend early, you could just take the money and go. Well, I don't think that's the craziest thing. But also on that note, I would personally recommend that for your upcoming trades, I would definitely be like, hey, I should have a plan. If you're trading without a plan, you're basically just asking to get your ass handed to you, in my humble opinion. Watch Chris on Fresh and Fit. How far do you think Rumble is going? I own some, but thinking of buying more. I'm invested in it, so I have like no real short-term predictions because I'm just excited to see where the company is going to go in the next couple of decades. So I want to make it very clear, not only am I a Rumble content creator, I'm invested in Rumble stock. Like I bought some myself. My average is in the low 7s, so I'm slightly in the green right now, but it's not like an active swing trade for me. I'm not in it to think, oh, where's this going in a week or a month? I'm invested in it. I want to be in the stock for the next decade or two because I'm of the opinion that there's a good chance it'll be a like large competitive tech option. And if you look at some of these tech plays that took off, if you got in the first year and held it for decades, there were absolutely monster returns. So I'm hoping that that's what Rumble does. So I have no short-term, I guess, price target or anything like that because I'm not in this thing for the short term. Not in it. I do want to give you the numbers. Oh, not on Rumble. I want Rumble's number on Ortex to see what the current short interest is. There is a chance that it has a short squeeze just because there's this 18% short interest. So if those players get blown out, the stock could have a violent rip to the upside for sure. Oh, actually, it's higher now. So the short interest is 19%. Cost to borrow is 43. Utilization is 19.2. Is this the highest short interest we've ever seen on Rumble? No, we had 19.77 is the record, and we're at 19.04. So we are at the third highest reading. If it does get past 20, that will be the record number. So we're very, very close to a max value of the amount of people betting against Rumble. So if they're wrong and the price keeps going up, they could get completely blown out. The utilization's almost maxed out at 100. It's at 99.2. Cost of borrow is sitting consistently in the mid 40s, and the shares on loan slowly but surely going up at 18.8 million. So just some whoa, SPY, another new all-time high. Q's, another. Are we just going? Are we just going? Are we just ripping? Rippity skippity doodah. Rippity skippity doodah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hang on one second. Where are we at? There's a certain, yeah, dude, things are just popping today. Feels like it's going to be a pretty freaking bullish day. Feels like it's going to be a pretty freaking bullish day. All right. What time is it? So Piper, the Piper strategy for all of those of you in Discord or listening here that care about Piper, not going to fire off till 10 a.m. It can't. Like literally the first minute of Piper running is at 10 a.m. So it cannot fire before then. So just kind of awkwardly waiting for those signals to come. Sign up for Apex if you want to do it. Basically, the way Apex works is you sign up, you take a test. If you trade well enough on the test to pass it, then you get what's referred to as a funded account, a PA account, a performance account, technically a PA performance account. If you trade well enough on that, you can actually take money out. The first $25,000 of profit is 100% yours. And then after that, you're a 90-10 split with the company where 90% of the profit is yours and 10% is theirs. So the first $25,000 is 100% yours. But to get there, you have to get into a PA account. And to get to a PA account, you first have to pass the test. Right now, the test cost is 80% off, which means the test is about $30 roughly, just so everyone knows. And then the question is, can you get money? Yep, I've already requested $32,000 from the company. Sorry about that. My allergies are going nuts. Absolutely nuts. DWAC is up. DWAC's had a good push lately. Not surprising that it's actually going up when Trump is now becoming more buddies with some pretty rich, influential people, not only in the tech space, but also within the space of Wall Street. Vote to move DWAC to symbol DJT on deck tomorrow. Midday vote results, as I read, would be huge if shareholders approve. I bet they will. I bet that I'm not in DWAC. I just want to be completely clear, completely transparent with all of you. How many of you are in DWAC out of my own curiosity? Wait, someone just got banned from my Discord? So wait a minute. Matt knew he was going to go broke and change the rules to 10 a.m. Wait, what? Piper? No. Piper's never fired before 10 a.m. ever. Piper is what I use for the 0DT option strategy, not for the Apex thing. Apex, I just let you guys vote and go crazy with it. Piper is the option strategy. I am DWAC. Okay, so we have some. Is DWAC more than True Social? No. Technically, DWAC's not even True Social at this moment. They haven't merged through the SPAC deal. It looks like it's going that way, but it just hasn't been merged yet. DWAC symbol changes Monday to DJT. I think it hasn't been approved according to Eggman Co. Something's going on. Did news just break? Because it literally just got smacked by $3. It got smacked by quite a bit there. Quite a bit. Let's check in on Spot Gamma. Let's see what's going on. Didn't mean to do that. All right. Options were picking up with price, then came down, and maybe now picking up once again. Maybe, perhaps, perchance. Matt, help, LOL. Steven, I heard you got banned from the Discord. Maybe you should stop sending unsolicited pictures to people. No, but for real, why'd you get banned? What'd you do? How'd you get banned? Is JPal speaking today? No, JPal speaks tomorrow, 10 a.m. ET. LO, are they really? I would buy some DJT for the fun of it. What? Oh, Steven, I can't believe you got banned for D. All right, folks. We're going to leave this to the larger community. Leave this to the larger community. Do you think we should let Steven back into the Discord? He got banned. It seems like it was an accidental ban from the Discord. But I'm going to let you guys vote. Let Steven back in or keep him out. It's all up to you guys. You have Steven's life literally in your hands right now. Keep him out. Let him back. Yes. Unban him. Spin the wheel. Macors, yeah, for a price. Why are my Satoshis up another 10% when chat said to sell my stuff? Dude, were you talking to YouTube chat? They're an apology letter. Ban everyone else and leave Steven in the Discord himself. That's an interesting suggestion. Something to consider. Literally ban everyone else and only leave Steven. That's creative. That's something that hasn't been done before. I like that. Maybe we're looking at the problem wrong. Maybe the question isn't should Steven be banned or not. Maybe the question is should everyone else but Steven be banned? Literally make it a Discord of one person just so he's there like just listening to the echoes of his own voice all day just to cause him to mentally spiral. If he resubs, he's back in, but must keep both subs active. There's no spoon. Go the Apex route and make him pay to reset his access. We'll figure it out. That's a lonely Discord. I think it's representative of what's necessary. What's going on with DWAC? Why is there craziness? Steven, we'll get you figured out. I can't believe he got so silly. So silly. Is Reddit going? RDDT. Reddit should be IPOing pretty soon here. It'll be popping up. Here, I'll put DWAC up for those of you who are curious about it. Like I said, I have no DWAC position whatsoever. I have no DWAC position. Where are we at? Rum's down 12 cents today. Netflix is up. Meta's up. Tesla's barely up. SMCI is up the most on my watch list. Actually, no, Coin is. They're close. Nvidia's at 908. Microsoft's ripping. I've been telling you guys, watch Microsoft and look at that. So range bound, fake out, breakout, fake out, breakout. Then it looked a bit more real, came back, the retest. This was the perfect entry right around 420. You're already up $10. LOL, 420. Ha. Anyway, this thing's taken off. This thing's hashtag free Steven. All right. That's how you're going to be able to vote. I like that actually. If you want Steven unbanned, I need to see hashtag free Steven or Steven lives matter. On the flip side, you could say, what would be a good one? What's the anti-Steven one? Like hashtag never again. Steve, what would be a funny one for, all right, hashtag lock his ass up. Okay, those are your two options. Hashtag free Steve. All Steven lives matter. All Stevens matter. All right, I'm willing to do it. As we decide many things in this community, I am nothing but a just leader. We will be turning it to the... Ooh, hey. Side story. Look who just came to visit. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? We're going to find out if we're banning Steven or not today. Are you excited? Did you come here for the bloodbath? Did you come here for the potential savings and or beheading of Steven? Is that what you're here for? Oh, she's tired. What's up, dude? What's up, little dude? All right. Well, we're going to put you down because you don't seem to like this. Anyway, back to the business at hand. Back to the business at hand. Steven's life is on the line. If it lands on black, he is safe. He is able to stay in our community. However, if he is off by just one color, if it lands on red, he is dead. He is dead to all of us. We're going to leave it up to fate. There's no better way to do it. Red is dead. Black is safe, I guess. I don't know. There's not too many words that we need here that actually work well with the black, but here we go. Red is dead. Black is safe. What a spin. What a spin. Steven! Dude, that was so close, dude. Black is back. Steven, the wheel of destiny has decided that you are able to stay. Congratulations. Everyone, black is back. Black is back. Steven is back. That was a close one. That was like, dude, that little thing, it was right on the nub and then like barely made it over. Barely, Steven. Massive congrats. All right, we're going to figure out how to get Steven back. What a turn of events. What an absolute turn of events. Ban him anyway. Steven. He had to be nervous. He had to be nervous on that one. He had to be. Oh, brother. Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother. Best 2 out of 3. We just keep doing it. Wait, Steven was banned? Apparently. I don't know. I guess he was DMing people and Discord thought it was suspicious. So they Discord just nuked his account. So I guess we have to figure something out. What's so DWAC's doing his thing. Reddit hasn't IPO'd yet. Bitcoin is hanging out at 67,000. Solana 188. Coin's looking good. Coin's having a pretty freaking good day. The SPY hit a new intraday low. The Q's hit a new intraday low. But let's see how this is going. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Is this really? Are they going to just be doing the old trickaroo on everyone? Is this going to be going for the gap fill today? Anyway, as we're waiting for some of this to play out, I thought this was interesting. Wall Street's biggest names share March Madness tips. Hey, reminder, everyone in the Discord that wants to do March Madness, we are doing a bracket. But anyway, investors who manage $3 trillion offer tournament advice. I thought this was interesting because literally you just have all these rich people paying, what was it? I think $2,000. I think it was $2,000 to be in this. Hang on, where was it? Oh, 20,000. Sorry, my bad. I thought they were paying 2,000 to be in the bracket. It's 20,000. We have some of the big names in the annual Bloomberg's bracket for a cause where entrants donate 20 grand and select the charity that receives the funds if they are the top 3 finisher in the men or women's bracket. In total, the response below help manage roughly $3 trillion in assets under management. The way I handle it is just pure luck. I just let it rip. I was sharing this story with you, really thinking, I was like, oh, look, $2,000. That's kind of crazy. I didn't realize that they're paying 20 grand to be in this. I guess in the name of charity, right? Charity, huh? All right, where are we at? March Madness. Who do you guys think is going to win? That's my real question. Who do you think is going to be the overall victor? I think I have... Wait, when does it officially start today? I don't want to share my bracket. Start of March. I want to make sure we're locked in. I don't want to give away any secrets. Today at 12:15, right? Today 12:15. So maybe I should wait to share my bracket because I think people can still change their bracket. Whatever. I'm not going to win anyway. I'll just tell you who I have winning. ESPN. Where's my bracket? Where's my bracket? Why can I not see my bracket? Thick picks. I have... Oh, Well, hang on. Before I tell you, who do you guys think I picked? I'm curious. Do you guys think I know anything about college basketball? Do you think I did this in an intelligent way? Or do you think I just like completely let it rip? I'm curious who you think I had, and then I'll let you know who I have as my actual win. You have the Lakers winning. Interesting pick. PSU, I don't even think they're in it. Penn State just does not really have a strong team, unfortunately. Puts on Arizona, Gonzaga, UNC, Purdue. Matt picked Elmo. I did not have Penn State. He picked the Eagles. I did pick the Eagles. Mahomes. Don't think Mahomes is a college basketball team, but maybe. I wrote in Penn State. Matt picks Duke every time. I did not. You heard it here first. Kentucky. I picked Kentucky, and I actually have them beating North Carolina in the finals. Kentucky over North Carolina in the finals. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. I get it. A lot of you guys are going to say I'm a clown. A lot of you are going to say I have no idea what I'm doing and what I'm talking about, and that's the crazy pick. But we're going to see. I'm going to get the last laugh on this deal. Can practically guarantee it. The Qs just hit a new intraday low. I thought today was going to be super bullish. I thought the only Kentucky beats brackets. I just thought, hey, I love Kentucky Fried Chicken. There's a basketball team from Kentucky. It feels like it's just a logical pick, you know? Feels like it's a pretty evident, logical pick. I think a full cup of 1775 medium tastes just like a half cup of dark. Grinded cup, obviously. What say you? I don't really know what that means. Tastes like a half cup of dark? You're comparing an amount of liquid to taste, which is confusing, haterade. You're causing my mind to spiral right now. I think a full cup of 1775 medium tastes just like a half cup of dark. What? Half of beans. Oh, you're saying the amount of beans. Okay. I was literally thinking you were saying like if you felt like the hot cup of coffee filled and then the other one was, I see what you're saying, like the amount of, I don't know. I haven't had the dark one yet. I've only had the medium. So I can't do that comparison. But you had my brain spiraling for a second there. I'm glad we pulled out of that tailspin relatively quickly. I appreciate that. Pal is speaking again today, right? No, I believe he's speaking tomorrow. Feel free to fact check. I know he's speaking tomorrow for sure at 9 a.m. I don't think he's speaking today. Does anyone know definitively? I guess we could check it out. No. Fed Vice Chair for Supervision Michael Barr is speaking, but then tomorrow Pal, and then Barr again, and then Bostic again at 4 p.m. So we do have one at 12. Michael Barr is speaking, but for sure 9 a.m. tomorrow we have Pal speaking. All right. Should I make my trade for the day? Oh, what am I feeling? What's the vibe of the day? I think is an important question. The vibe of the day. Is today the 21st? All day? What is the vibe? What is the vibe, if you will? Huh. What is the vibe? Hang on one freaking second. Are we going to go or is this a fake out? Like, I like the recovery, but why does tech look so heavy right now? I feel like I'm being bamboozled. I was about to throw on a large bullish bet, but is that the trick? Is that the trick of the day, that they're tricking everyone into being degenerately bullish and then they're going to... Uh-oh. That's a fair question to ask. Live risen? What? What does that mean? Sorry, I'm late. Doctor, you're supposed to live resub? It's heavy? Are we taught? Like, I was about, like I said, to throw on a big bullish bet, but I feel like I might be being duped. When does RDDT start? I don't think there's an official time. So if you guys see it, it's weed. Come on, guys. This is a professional show. This is a professional show, and we're not talking about the devil's lettuce in here. All of you kids on that jazz cabbage. What are you, a bunch of Satan worshipers? I, myself, will not be tempted by Satan in here. You sinners. Kelly Ripa is a nickname. Kelly Ripa. Yo, give me some of that Ripa. That would actually be a really cool nickname for drugs. I can't believe you guys are sinners. Bunch of sinners in here. Tempted by the devil. The devil. Anyway, what was I doing with my life? All right, there is a downside gap fill. We opened up quite a bit today. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. The queues are kind of freaking me out, man. Got the Kivo wallet you sent. Got it set up and loaded. I highly recommend to anyone storing crypto. Josh, shout out, man. I'm really happy that showed up. Josh was the winner from the giveaway last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm super stoked that it showed up. Awesome. It's honestly a really cool wallet. I love my Kivo. You guys should check that out if you're looking for a crypto wallet. I don't think the link's in the description anymore, but I should be able to somewhat fix it. Should be able to get that fixed for you guys. Coin is taken off. Well, I don't know. I was waiting for some sort of breakout. I thought something would be happening, but I guess not. Here, I'm just going to mark the breakout and breakdown line, set some alerts so we know if anything's moving. If you guys see Reddit starting to trade, let me know. Feel free to yell at me in chat. I want to make it very clear. I have no intentions of trading it because trading IPOs, it seems to end horribly every single time. So I'm just staying away from it because you only need to touch a hot oven a couple times, 2-3 times to realize that you should stop touching a hot oven. So anyway, alert set, coins looking really good. Microsoft is flat, but the daily chart's looking good. Nvidia is turning back around a little bit. SMCI, similar thing. Tesla's getting a bit of a hit. Meta's getting a bit of a hit. Netflix, not really doing anything. RUM is trending down, unfortunately. AMD, Apple's taking a hit this morning. Amazon bouncing back a little bit. ETH, 3,500. Oil's holding above 80. Bonds are taking, dude. Is this a trap? Are they just trapping everyone today? Anyway, I do have some funny things from yesterday. For those of you who maybe missed out on it, there's a lot of like just government testimony and inquiries and this and that. And whenever any government officials really get together and start talking, it's interesting. I have this theory that the more elected officials together in proximity, all of a sudden, there's a larger brain drain. I don't know why it happens, but I've been noticing this phenomena that maybe one politician by themselves, they're all right. They might be fine. But all of a sudden, I think there's a special magnetic energy that the closer they are and the more of them they are, their intellect. Like I think it's some sort of force field that is literally blocking their neurons from working. But that's interesting for us, because whenever we have these things, we get special bits of stupidity. And that's what I want to share with all of you, because when you put them all in that same room together, you get a special lack of intelligence.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I find it incredibly rich. Mr. Swalwell is going to come to this committee and lecture us about how China penetrates our government. I think that's something he may know a thing or two about. But let's talk about how China has penetrated the highest levels of this government, including this president and this White House, because I think the visual is incredibly important. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, Mr. Waltz. Apex sucks, Matt. Switch to Top Step. Why? I think Apex is better. What is your reasoning for Top Step being better? You might be able to convince me, but I don't think so, because I've used both, and on Apex I've made 32 grand. So obviously before fees, I have not accounted for the fees yet. I'm curious, why do you like Top Step better? I like Apex. So anyway, talking about some dude getting penetrated, Apex has absolutely zero support. Well, that's a lie, because I've reached out to the help desk myself and I've gotten help. So that's just not true. Anyway, China penetrating someone, Mr. Waltz, pretty funny, but it gets more funny.
I assume you believe should be impeached, but my point is that the chairman has not yet moved for that. And so, look, Chairman, we got like 3.5 minutes here. I mean, let's just do the impeachment. I mean, why continue to waste millions of dollars of the taxpayers' money if we're going to impeach because you believe you've shown he's committed a high crime and misdemeanor? What are you waiting on? Let's just do it. I mean, by the way, we got Chairman Jordan here also.
Let's just let it rip, brother.
Why aren't you guys calling for the vote in your committee? When is it going to happen? When can we tell the American people you're going to stop wasting their money and just call for the vote on impeachment?
Gentlemen, you?
Sure.
We don't do snap impeachments like you guys. We actually do the facts. We do oversight according to the Constitution.
You're never going to call for it. You're never going to call for it. I mean,
you can predict. You can predict the future. How do you know?
You guys only have 6 more months probably in power, right, until the election. So are you going to do it in 2 months? You're going to do it in 3 months? Like, tell the American people.
Does the Constitution put a time limit on oversight? I didn't read that in the Constitution.
If you believe you can't call for the impeachment now, then what you're admitting is you haven't yet proven that he's committed a high crime and misdemeanor. You haven't proven it yet. Otherwise, you would call for it, I assume.
We're doing our work.
So they haven't proven it, right?
I like when they get snippy with each other. Unlike you, we do our work. We work. Crockett, Representative Crockett snaps at Tony Baloney. I said, I'm speaking, and I did not ask you a question. I love how all of these people just like pop off when it's their time to speak. It's hilarious.
Of my time to Representative Crockett.
Yes, I just want to make sure that I point out, and this is not a question, just in case you wanted to know, that on page 174 of your transcribed interview, line 9, it says, this is an absolute lie, in reference to talking about the FBI. What you stated.
I did not call the
what
FBI
was stated
agents
right
liars.
Before that was, first of all, I said that I'm speaking, and I did not ask you a question. First of all, it doesn't say Tony Bobulinski told the FBI. This is a summary of 2 agents that took notes through my interview, and their summary apparently that they presented says Bobulinski first met in person with members of the Biden family at a 2017 meeting in Miami, Florida. This is an absolute lie. That is what it says. The final thing that I'm going to say is about this. What we have from Kim Buck, a Republican, I don't think that the impeachment of Biden is appropriate, and so House Speaker Mike Johnson's ability to talk me into staying here is going to be about.
I love these printouts.
About talking me into an unconstitutional impeachment.
The printouts that they
I'll let
get.
her have 30 seconds over. Chair now recognizes Mr. Burchett.
Those printouts are the best. Ms. Crockett, making fun of Tony Baloney. I am speaking. These are our elected officials. This one has nothing to do with what's been going down, but it has what's going down with Don Lemon and how he's spiraling because he realizes that he is kind of a useless human being. Don Lemon and Kara Swasher discussed if they think Elon Musk felt uncomfortable answering questions because he's a gay black guy. These are some of the most provoking philosophical minds of our time.
People have been asking me what I meant by when I said he did not like answering questions or being held to account from people like me. And so some people took it to mean a racial thing. I meant someone who has a different worldview. But since people raised it and you said what you said, do you think that he was uncomfortable? I didn't want to go there. Do you think he was uncomfortable sitting in front of a gay black guy?
Probably more gay than black, I would think. I hate to say that, but I don't know. I mean,
having to answer questions from...
I don't think he likes control beyond himself. And so it doesn't matter who's exerting it. I don't think he much likes Joe Biden either.
And people have been asking me what I meant by...
He doesn't like Joe, because Joe Biden is a gay black guy. So it's the same thing. Elon dislikes Don Lemon and Joe Biden because they're both gay black guys, right? Is that what she's saying at the end?
He likes control beyond himself. And so it doesn't matter who's exerting it. I don't think he much likes Joe Biden either.
Yeah. That's what happened. I for one am shocked that Don Lemon show did not get picked up by Twitter. I am so incredibly surprised that Don Lemon show is not being paid for by Elon. I can't, I've thought about this so much, and the way it's playing out, it's just like, why doesn't Elon play this guy? You know, I feel like he should be paying this guy like quite a bit of money, you know? I don't get it. This clip already has more views than the whole episode. 37,000 views and then 27. The Don Lemon Show episode 2. Kara, who is this lady? Kara Swisher. Who is this? Vitriolic and now shrill media lady. Though dogs can hear loud and clear. What? Who is this? Burn book. What is burn book? Is this a book I'm supposed to read to be culturally relevant? Burn book. Burn book. A tech love story? Oh, it's a rom-com. Part memoir, part history. Burn book is a necessary chronicle for tech's most powerful players. Okay. I guess if you say so. Sounds like it might be a little bit of a rom-com. A little bit of a rom-com. I haven't heard of her. I guess she's a reporter. Does anyone know what's her claim to fame? Oh, someone says coin is squeezing. Does anyone know Coin's actually been, sorry to digress, I still want to know who that lady is. Coin's been ripping. Yesterday it was at 228. We're now at 270. Like, Coin has been ripping for a day and a quarter now, a day and a third right now. Coin's been having a nice move. A nice move. Ooh. Anyway, yeah, pay attention to Coin. It's moving. The Qs are not looking the best right now. Is this the old trickaroo? Options are dumping a little bit ever since 9:46. That can't be right. This is not updated. Give me the real-time stuff. SPY, pretty much at its opening value. Q's a little bit less. Coin's ripping, which, how's Bitcoin doing today? Bitcoin recapturing 67,000. Where are we at? Options are now flat. Everything's a little bit flat today. No movement in terms of the overall market, as in the S&P 500. Obviously, some individual names are going. Coin's going. SPY might be picking up a little bit. It's kind of being drugged down, though, by the tech sector as of now, but it's only 10:15, so there's a lot of time left in the day. I think if the market can get above and push 524, the intraday high, I think we are off to the races. What else is going on? Any other thing of major interest? Or do you guys want to do some of these reacts? Rumble, AMD, what kind of movement? Bonds. Bonds are getting hit this morning. That's interesting. That's a little bit of a mismatch. A little bit of a mismatch, if you will. She's written for the New York Times and Wall Street Journal and has covered everything internet related for years. Is she respected? Or is she like Don Lemon, where somehow they have a job and no one really knows how they have a job because they're not good at it? Like, is she good at the stuff she does? Or what's the dealio? What's the dealio? She's cringy and dumb. Yes, she is respected. That's interesting. The first two people who commented on her had completely opposite opinions. Cringy and dumb. Yeah, she's respected. Like, just wildly different opinions. SQ, Square's ripping. Square is ripping. Wow. Payment processing for the win, I suppose. Are you drinking a White Claw? No, I'm drinking Celsius. I wish Celsius would sponsor me. They don't, but I drink this stuff like it is the nectar of life. I have way too much Celsius. She's a paid hack. Oh. She's super thick. She's respected in a cringy, dumb way. Oh. She's respected as cringy and dumb. I really have not heard of her before. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll read her book. Maybe I won't. Let's see if I have the time. 5-minute bullish, 10-minute bullish, 30-minute bullish. 5-minute on the tech sector, suspect. 10-minute on the tech sector, suspect. 30-minute on the tech sector, bullish. Daily bullish. We are waiting for some sort of movement. We are just doing nothing. We are doing nothing right now. Which way are we breaking? Which way are we breaking? I guess we have to wait for something to happen. Waiting for something to happen. How dare she make money? What would you do with 3 new with tags banned Abercrombie and Fitch shirts from 2000? I'd be sitting in a small gold mine. I'm torn between reselling or calling Abercrombie and Fitch to see if they'll... Wait, what? What would you do with 3 new with tags banned A and F shirts from 2000? Reno, I have nothing but questions. What? Banned? Like, are you talking... You have banned Abercrombie and Fitch shirts from 2000? What does that mean? Yeah. Okay, does A and F mean Abercrombie and Fitch? Why have you been holding on to shirts for 2.5 decades? How do shirts become banned? A and F shirts from 2000. From high... Okay, you somehow have... Wait, you have banned racist shirts? Okay, can you take a picture and DM it to me on Twitter or Instagram? Because I want to bring these bad boys up. How do what? Dude, you just came into the show and completely psychologically blindsided me. Yes, my friend worked there. So you have unworn, new with tags, racist shirts from Abercrombie and Fitch. Is that what? As soon as he bought them on his shift, suit and ties came in and took them all. They were all burned. All right. Can you take a picture and DM it to me on Twitter? Or just tag me on Twitter? We need to share this. Like, I want to see these racist shirts. Chris, AF never made any banned or racist clothes. Chris, literally a suit working for Abercrombie and Fitch. You sound like you're like an executive member of Abercrombie and Fitch. You're like, we never did that. Chris, Abercrombie and Fitch never made any banned or racist clothes. What are you literally shilling for Abercrombie and Fitch? Chris is, that never happened. Dude, Reno, Chris is going to come hunt you down. They're just going to come hunt. Chris is so pissed right now. He's like, they didn't do that. I've never met a person have so much loyalty to such a weird clothing brand. Chris is like, dude, they didn't do that, man. They didn't do that. Can I post the link here? They were super racy in 2000. No, I think it bans the links. Can you just tag? Do you have Twitter? Just tag me on Twitter. We'll bring it up right now. The One Brothers Laundromat, 2 Wongs can make it white. That was an Abercrombie and Fitch. You have me Googling stuff that's probably going to get me in trouble. Take a picture, dude, and just tag me. Some stuff came up about it. Chris is the branch manager. I never bought AF. I still have clothes from 2000. But why are you just so like, what's going on? Why are you just arbitrarily defending them? You're like, dude, Abercrombie and Fitch, they would never do that. Where's this coming from, Chris? Your desire to just defend a clothing brand that apparently you've never financially supported. The spy is going, I suppose. Liquor in the front, poker in the rear, shirts were everywhere back then. Dude, did I just miss out because I was 6 years old? Like, what was going on with clothing in the year 2000 that you could just have all these like racy things? I need other people in chat to confirm that this was like a real thing. Not defending, just a bullshit story. Wait, how do you know it's a bullshit? Like, what, you just know the history of Abercrombie and Fitch? Chris, you've picked a very strange hill to die on today. You're just like, I know everything about Abercrombie and Fitch, and they never had any racist shirts. Was this an anti-Asian one? It looks like it's anti-Asian. Chris, I need to know your mindset on the day, because you've woke up and you're like, I just need to defend Abercrombie and Fitch, which is interesting. He minored in Abercrombie history. Wait, same guy who thought stealing houses was okay by squatting? No, different Chris. Dude, Chris's have had a rough run this week. I mean, it used to be Greg's that were the most disliked, but it feels like Chris's they're just having a very strong push this particular week. If they had it, I actually would have bought it, even though I hate them. So you're saying by the fact that you just never saw it, it's by the fact that you're not aware of it, it's proof that it never existed, is what you're saying. Yes, my brother had the liquor poker shirt. My dad was a preacher and he didn't get the reference, so my brother got it and wore it all the time. Dude, I missed out. I very much missed out. And I guess so did Chris miss. So Chris, you and I missed out on this, but it sounds like it's for different reasons. I missed out because I was 6 years old. You missed out. I don't even know what your excuse is, but it sounds like you very much missed out as well. Matt, can you answer an Apex question for me? I could try, Liam. I can very much try. And even if I don't know the answer, I'm more than willing to lie and make up an answer. Do you use Tradeovate or Rhythmic? I use Rhythmic, but that's just because I hook it up to NinjaTrader because I have a PC. People who don't have a PC like to go with Tradeovate. So I'm up 3,000 on a 50K account. Cool. A PA account or a challenge account? Which one? Which is $10 over the profit goal. Okay, so it sounds like you're on a challenge account. But after commissions, I'm only up 2,780. Okay, it sounds like you need $220 more or you don't pass the challenge. You have to be up 3,000 like after commissions. Like you have to be up net. Sent you a pretty hilarious video on X. I'm sure you'll have you laughing. Did I pass after commissions or do you need to, no, you have to be up $3,000 net. Net. All right. Anyway, Chris, what's going on, brother? All right. And also Reno, did you tag me in it? Did you send it to me? What do we... Oh, wait, someone else sent this in. Apparently, Chris, I think you're completely wrong on this one. Abercrombie and Glitch, Asian Americans rip retailer for stereotypes on t-shirts. This is back in 2002. Wong. Oh, can I make this bigger? Chris, can you just admit you're wrong? Chris, I think you missed out on this. You're like, that never... Chris, you were so confident that this was not real. Like, so absurdly confident. And yet, here we are. Chris, I know it's really tough to, like, say you were wrong. That's wrong in so many ways. That is very wrong indeed. So wrong. 100% getting canceled for this. 100% getting canceled. The Wong Brothers Laundry Service. How the fuck? It's so wrong. Yeah, Chris. I think you were incorrect on that one. I think below it says 2 Wongs can make it white. So bad. So bad. How the fuck is that company still a company? How is that possible? Y2K bug reset all A&F tamper-proof tags to 1920 and 2000s. Dude, how is it still a company? How did they get away with that? And also, Chris, why were you so confident that it never existed? What's wrong with that? You guys are 100% getting me canceled today. This was probably my last stream. So I appreciate it. We had a good time. We had a very good time together. Puma is still... Wait, what did Puma do? Wait, is every clothing company, like, were they just all super racist 2.5 decades ago? Did you guys know that Hugo Boss was the designer for, like, Nazis? Like, their outfits? Hugo Boss Nazi. Hugo Boss, like the clothing company, they designed the outfits for the Nazis. How crazy is that? Like in today's age, people are still buying clothes from Hugo Boss and they literally designed the theater's like fit. How crazy is that? 7 brands with Nazi ties that we all use. Hugo Boss designed the clothes. Okay. Wait, what were the other ones? Is this going to just take... The Associated Press? AP is an American news agency and photo agency service that is heavily used by many of the largest... AP? What? Kodak? Well, that company is actually pretty much done. Bear? Like the aspirin company? All right. Anyway, I guess we all learned something. Market is randomly vomiting. All right. The Q's breaking down. Somewhat non-bueno. The Q's just made a new intraday low, vomiting out of nowhere. The old 1030 vomit. Mercedes. Bear tested products on captives in internment camps? What? Dude. Wait, what did Puma though? Wait, someone said something about Puma. What did I... BMW made Nazi planes? Dude, a lot of these companies have a pretty freaking dark history. Does anyone know? Wait, what did Puma do that was bad? Because someone said, well, Puma's still a company. What did they do? Puma was started by the brother of the Adidas guy. Puma made the SS uniforms? No. Really? Puma SS uniforms. Are we... Well, that's literally Puma clothing design. Dude, this is definitely getting me on some sort of list. All right, I can't find... I knew the Hugo Boss thing. I didn't know about Puma, and I'm not seeing... This is the cut. What Puma and Adidas have to do with the Nazis? So, okay, Adidas and Puma were made by brothers, Adolf and Rudolf Dassler. It was co-owned by the Dassler brothers. Then Rudolf was forced to serve in German forces in Poland. Not only did he make him angry, but he believed his brother had something to do with why we ended up there. So they broke off. No. Wait, so one of them was... The enemy brothers who founded Adidas and Puma and the family feud. It sounds like there's quite a bit more to this story. Huh. I guess they hate each other. I guess they very much hate each other. Interesting. Well, the Qs had a little bit of a flash crash there in the middle of us finding out the history of racist clothes and anti-Semitic companies and all that craziness. Pumas are comfortable. Okay. Volkswagen Beetle was mainly the brainchild of Ferdinand Porsche and Adolf Hitler. Dude, how many well-known companies out there have like horrible histories? This is kind of blowing my mind. I knew a couple of them did, but it feels like a lot of well-known companies have horrible histories. I could totally see full Himmler SS outfit working for Matt. Dude, this is crazy. Have you seen the video live news of Castor naming the Asian flight that went missing? Was way too funny. Captain name was the low. No, I didn't know that. But I did hear CEO Lululemon racist. So apparently this guy named the company Lululemon because he didn't want Asian people to be able to pronounce it. And then he also made fun of fat people. Lululemon founder's remarks have some DEI experts calling for boycotts to combat regressive values. The company distanced itself from the founder, who has not had a role in the business operations for more than 8 years. Still, some customers are worried. So I'm pretty sure he didn't want fat people wearing Lululemon. And then he apparently named Lululemon so Asian people can't pronounce it, which is insane. Hang on, let me see. I want to know. Let's just see if we can straight up find the comments. Racist comments. Is this it?
Why is it called Lululemon? It's called Lululemon, and again, you can Google this because the founder of Lululemon was like a known racist, and he named it that so Chinese people couldn't pronounce it.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear to God, dude, Google it.
Okay.
Google Lululemon founder names it so Chinese can't. Yeah, funny to watch Japanese people try to say it. Oh, this guy's the best.
Let's say we're, creating a company, and we want to top Lululemon. How would we name it? Little lady.
Little lizard loves ladies.
Oh, hey, how you doing? What's your name?
Welcome to
what is it? What was little what?
Lizard.
Little lizard. Welcome to Little Lizard Lucky.
Why is our world so messed up? In the interview, the former CEO also said the problem was attributed to the rubbing through the thighs, how much pressure is there, leading way to conclude that he was fat-shaming wearers of the pants whose thighs were wide enough to rub together. So I guess that's one way to set a brand apart. You don't tap the Asian business line or the fat people business line. But I guess he's been now kind of not associated with the company for quite a few years. I wonder why. I wonder why. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Dude, today's stream went so far off the rails. I appreciate you guys somehow putting up with this craziness because there's been a lot of things. And it all started with, how did today even start? Steven's getting banned. The wheel saved him. The cat's going nuts. She's now passed out. Reno is finding racist shirts from 2.5 decades ago. Then we're going deep down the rabbit hole of how messed up these companies are historically. And then we still have Chris defending it. Chris is like, they would never do that. Chris, what do you have to say about Lululemon? Are you trying to say that guy was never racist or fat phobic either? Similar situation. Fake news. It never happened. Jeez. All right. We've really, really devolved today, but I suppose it is what it is. What do we have here? What do we have here? All right. Breaking, Jerome Powell gives his remarks after FOMC meeting.
Fuck your fucking options. Fuck your fucking zero DTE calls. Fuck the economy. Fuck inflation. Fuck your soft landing. I am sick of this shit. Fuck Wall Street. Fuck you all. I'm fucking out. Fuck your...
Yeah, no, it was live. We all saw that. That was... That's a great wrap up of the FOMC speech yesterday. Dude, why in the world is this up on everything? Why are you guys... All right, I don't know why it does that. Unethical ways to make money.
Unethical ways to make money, part 99. First, you're going to go into Google and look up retirement homes for dementia patients in your area. From there, you'll be able to find communities of dementia patients. Once you find one you like, you'll apply to work at that facility as a caretaker. Once you get the job, you'll go about doing your normal things, bringing them food, putting on a movie for them, But every single day after you finish your work, you're going to do this one thing. You're going to create an AI-generated video of you and that old person doing some wholesome things together, like blowing out birthday cakes, going fishing together, and even mourning together at your grandmother's funeral. The idea of this is to get these dementia patients to think that you are their grandchild. And if you show this patient these AI-generated videos day after day after day, then one day they might add you to their will. And when they pass away, you'll inherit all of their assets. Repeat this over and over again with every single resident at this retirement home, and eventually you'll be raking in over $1 million per month. Work smarter, not harder.
So bad. So bad. The queues are going down. They just made a fresh low. The SPY is somewhat holding. Just chilling. The queues are... Why are the queues getting hit? That's so bad. What is this one? Imagine your dream car being a Jag.
2 Jaguars at 19 and 20?
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid.
I went out in October.
Oh my gosh.
And got my dream car. A diesel Jaguar F-Pace.
What the
But before I could even register into my name, I totaled her.
What happened?
I hydroplaned on the interstate coming home from work.
You're going quick.
No, it was raining.
Yeah, no.
That's what happened to my Kia. I hit a deer, totaled it. I've had like 5 insurance claims in the past 2 years. 4 of them have been on the same road.
Sounds like we need to take a different road.
I drive like on average 700 miles a week.
Why'd you get a Jaguar for a daily commute like that?
Well, I don't want to put too many miles on it.
Get rid of it!
No, never.
Why?
I will have a Jaguar until the day I die.
Who gives a piece of metal that hits deers? Who cares what it is?
I care.
I
I'm
care
in my
about your
car a
future.
lot.
Huh?
I'm in my car so much.
Oh, yeah, but guess what? You're buying a new car to drive the 700 miles a week, so you won't be in this car that much.
I know. I love them.
Congratulations. I love your future more than a piece of metal.
I will not give it up.
It feels like she's a little bit dumb. Would you take this dog to the pound after this?
This Pennsylvania couple says their dog Cecil never gets into trouble. But that all changed when Carrie and Clayton Law found that their 7-year-old pup had hopped onto the counter and ate a very expensive snack, $4,000 in cash.
Cecil's just standing there on top of this pile of, just mutilated money, torn bite marks, envelopes completely missing, and I was just kind of in
Why
shock.
do they have so much
The
cash
Laws had
on the
taken
table?
the money out of the bank that day for a home improvement project, setting it on the counter and walking away momentarily. That's when Cecil got his paws on the paper and devoured the bills.
It's so out of character for him, and so I was just like trying
The
to
dog
process,
sitting there, he's like, yeah,
is
I
this
did
even
that.
real? Like, what's
He's like,
happening?
I'd do it again.
And then I just yell at the camera. I'm like, Cecil ate the money. He ate the $4,000.
Luckily, Cecil was okay. But in the days following his pricey meal, the Laws were faced with a messy recovery mission. This Pennsylvania couple says their dog...
Picking through shit. Holy smokes. TikTokers advising illegals on how to take over Americans' homes via progressive squatters' rights laws. The TikToker boasts that his friends already took over 7 homes. Oh, Chris, where are you? Other Chris, not the shirt, the racist shirt Chris. I'm talking about the squatter Chris. Is that Chris in here? Chris. I don't know which Chris it is. Let me see. How many Chris's do we have in here? Chris. I don't think that Chris is in here, so we can't ask him his thoughts on it. Let's see what this guy has to say. I thought about invading a home in the U.S. I found out that there is a law that says that if a house is not inhabited, we can seize it. The U.S. also applies land invasion. I think that will be my next business invading. Abandoned houses. What a piece of shit. This is disgusting. 7 houses.
Y como dice el dicho, papi, hay que buscar la vuelta. Y la vuelta ahorita mismo es invadir casas, ya que nos encontramos en situación de calle y es la única manera que tenemos para no vivir en la calle y no ser una carga pública. Capichi, la ley dice que las casas abandonadas, deterioradas y que esté en mal estado, podemos llegar y repararlas, vivir en ellas y si podemos venderla, hasta pedir créditos con ella. ¿Qué dicen ustedes?
What is wrong with people, man? Like, what is wrong with people?
Buddy, what the fuck is going on in Canada right now? It is so expensive to live here. What is happening? If I'm in Toronto, and if you want like a good apartment, like in the city, like not like just good apartment, it's fucking $3,000. Who has solutions for this? Instead, I hear a lot of wah goo goo gaga crying, but who's got the solutions? Other than just leaving the country, which is fucking seeming like the only option. And groceries, dude, the fucking chicken bacon ranch from Subway used to be 14 bones. Now it's 18 plus tip. Plus tip. Who the fuck you think I am? Plus tip. And you don't even get no soda, no cookies, no double chicken with that. Fuck's sakes, buddy. Shit's fucked. And I mean, you fucking everyone's like, "Well, move to the States." How? The visas are so. I have a podcast. They don't need me. People are like, "Oh, immigration's crazy. We're letting too many people in." Can you sneak one more in, fellas? Fuck. Buddy, what the fuck is going on?
Can you sneak one more in? Oh, man. Hey, the spy's picking up. Spy's picking up. Spy's picking up. Maybe enough for Piper to... No, Piper still hasn't fired. Piper has still not fired. Man, I really thought we would have some like more explosive moves today. I really, really did. Really, really did. But here we are. Here we are. That's a new drive. What's a sody? It sounds like a really fun way to say soda, if you ask me. I'm having some weird flashbacks. You know, sometimes someone says something and like memories come back to you that you haven't thought about in years and years and years. The chicken bacon ranch sandwich, dude, I used to crush that in college. Absolutely crush that in college. And I have not thought about that for years. I don't know if we have any Subway fans in here, but that was my jam. That and Panda Express, I'd get the walnut shrimp. Those were my go-to, like, I just loved them in college. And every other day I'm eating Panda Express walnut shrimp or I'm eating a chicken bacon ranch sandwich from Subway. It was like, whatever. It was probably less than like $10. That was my go-to. Go-to. Walnut shrimp is bomb at Panda Express. Dude, loved it. Love it. Walnut shrimp is fantastic. I'm sure it's not healthy at all. Like at all, but it was just so good. You get that on the fried rice is good. The lo mein was good. That was always, if I felt like I was doing a lot of work in college, that was always my like, because like, you had to pay like the $1 extra. Walnut shrimp was a premium. So like if I felt like I was like studying hard or working hard, that's always how I treated myself. Do shrimps like walnuts? Oh, they love them. They absolutely love them. Matt had mad college money. I survived on 99-cent cheesy bean and rice burritos at Taco Bell. No, I fixed iPhones in college. So any money I made fixing iPhones very quickly went to food and beer. Like it was a perfect equilibrium. All money coming in was exactly how much money was going out. I was the median of like iPhone money coming in to spending it at a bar. Like it was a perfect, there was no over or under saturation. To the exact cent that came into my pocket was the exact cent I spent on money or the money I spent on basically pizza and beer. It was a perfect business system, you know? Money in, money out. Fixing iPhones was legit and easy, dude. I loved it in college. I mean, my own little thing, and like I didn't have to work. I like kind of just worked whatever times I wanted to work. It worked well with my schedule. I should probably be doing that now. I don't know why I pivoted it into content, because I think that's where I peaked in life. Like if you were at Penn State between 2012 and 2016, I was known as the iPhone guy, which is, it's hard to be known as anything at Penn State if you're not like on the football team. But if you like have a particular moniker on a campus that has 50,000 people, you're achieving. And I think that's where I peaked in life. I really, really do. I like, no one knew my name. I don't even think anyone really liked me, but I was the iPhone guy. No one cared about me, but when there was a drunk sorority girl who just smashed her phone at some like really, really like just like disgusting frat at 3 a.m. and she didn't know what to do, I got the call. You know, some people say I was a hero back then, and I think they were right. I really see how they came to that conclusion, and honestly, I can't disagree. I cannot disagree. I was a hero. You know how many people were able to? One of the biggest concerns, and this one always cracked me up. So they would crack their screen, and the major question I got from all these sorority girls was, are my photos okay? Like they were all very, very deeply concerned about their loss of the photos. And I was like, it's just your screen. Has nothing to do with your iCloud. Has nothing to do with like it's just the screen. Like why would a cracked screen cause your photos to be lost? And yet it was always the most common question is like, dude, how are the photos? It was like, yeah, no, your photos, surprisingly, they're on the cloud. You're good to go. I could throw this phone into a lake right now and you're still good to go. That was always the main question. Always, always, always the main question. You should have charged extra to save the photos and be like, yeah, no, for $10 extra, I'll retrieve all the photos. Oh, geez. Could have charged extra for data recovery. No, whatever. Yeah, I used to be the iPhone guy. That's when I peaked in life. And now ever since then, I've just been spiraling. It's been a very quick downhill trip ever since my walnut shrimp phone fixing days. Dude, I'd bang out 5, 6, 7, 8 phones, go buy myself some walnut shrimp at Panda Express. Those were the times. Those were absolutely the best times of my life. Couple phone fixes, nice bag of walnut shrimp, go meet up with your roommates, staying out till 2 or 3 in the morning, getting drunk, fail the test the next day, and you're like, I don't care. I'll just fix more phones and buy more walnut shrimp. I wish I'll never get those. Maybe I should just re-enroll at Penn State and start fixing phones again. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I can have this back. Maybe it's time I hang up the headphones, quit the whole content career, re-enroll at Penn State, act like I'm a freshman again, and just start fixing phones. Maybe I'm looking at the problem wrong. Maybe I can re-achieve those heights of my life. Man, if you work hard, develop your trading, make a bunch of money, then one day you can retire early and spend your time fixing phones and buying walnut shrimp. That's a good Chris comment. Chris Brenneman here. Brenneman? I hope that's how you say it. You're trying to recover the value of the Chris name in chat, and I appreciate that. That's a quality. That's a good outlook. You're the kind of guy who, even if the glass is fat, like half full, you're looking at it saying, hey, man, at least we have water. And I like that. I like that. Chris is fighting back. Where are we at? The market, we're not breaking out. We're not breaking down. We might be breaking out soon here. I don't know. Maybe the old cup and handle. Maybe a triple top. Who knows? Would you really want to hang out with college freshmen? They are too woke. I mean, I don't think all of them. Don't forget, Penn State is an agriculture school, so you're not going to get like exclusively like that urban vibe. Hey, are you a phone? They wanted to check the photos. How are my photos? I should look at it. No, it was always just such weird small talk too. There's one of the funniest stories. I fixed this girl's phone, and then like a day later, I fixed her phone again. And then like 4 days later, I fixed it again. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? Why does she continue to break her phone? And then come to find out that it was not the same girl. It was this family of girls who they were all like a couple years apart. There was 7 daughters who looked exactly the same. 7 daughters. And I guess like some were whatever in the grad program. Like they were all at Penn State pretty much at the same time. I think maybe 5 of the 7. Because like by the time I'm fixing the phone, I'm like, what in the world's going on? Why are you fixing your phone? She's like, I've never seen you before. What's going on? And then I asked her, I was like, oh, do you have a sister or something? She's like, yeah, I actually have 6 other sisters, and 5 of them were at college at the same time. And they all just looked that similar. That poor father, man. 7 daughters, dude. That has to be a rough one. I feel bad for that dad. Take it in. Yeah, like it was the same girl. She's just smashing it. She's like, I need to see this phone fixer again. Yeah, I don't think being a phone fixer was necessarily a turn on for the ladies. I don't think they were like thinking of Penn State and they're like, dude, all these athletes and future businessmen, but damn, there's that kid who fixes phones. Just walking around with my iPhone. Yeah, no, the chicks were digging it. They're like, dude, that kid, that phone fixer, man. I'm waiting for something. The market's not going, folks. I know this show's completely off the rail today. Nothing's really happening in the market. We're just kind of grinding higher. Like there's some individual tech names that are looking good, but I don't think Reddit has IPO'd. We're just kind of waiting. They wanted you to take them for the walnut shrimp. Like, dude, we see this one kid always buying the walnut shrimp. I don't know if you guys know what Mad Max is, but Mad Max is like a Tex-Mex Spanish place that we had at Penn State. And every Monday they had like this deal on big ass margs. So you get these huge margaritas and it was like $5. And then it was also like limitless bottomless burritos, dude. If you got, those were the days. I also ate way too many of those. Every single Monday, my roommates and I would just destroy as many burritos and big ass margs as we possibly can. Apple's holding the SPY down. Yeah, there's a new antitrust thing going on with Apple. Apple's getting murked right now. Oh, brother. Mad Max food is like 2 to 3 meals. Oh, yeah, especially when it was endless burritos every Monday. Well, we're just kind of awkwardly waiting. Nothing's going on. Nothing at all. 7 at $55K a year. I don't think Penn State was that expensive at the time, and I don't know. You would hope that they get some sort of friends and family discount because it's a lot of kids. It was a lot of kids. All right. Well, folks, we're not breaking out. I guess we're also not breaking down. Tech's getting drugged by some of these names, but there's other names that are looking good. Well, no, Microsoft's kind of trending the wrong way. Nvidia's flat. A lot of flat. Like the SPY almost wanted to break out at 524, and then it's just like, nah, let's just wait, dip, lower dip. I don't know. Maybe it'll come back up. I'm looking for the break of 524 down below 523. The Qs are a little bit weaker, probably because of what's happening in Apple right now. But other than that, I'm actually kind of surprised by the lack of movement and the lack of volatility. But who knows? Maybe everyone's just kind of waiting for the end of the day. So I'm going to go hang out in the Discord If you want to sign up for the Discord, the first month is completely free. Sign up on Locals. That's the membership management. When you're signing up, use the link in the description of the video. The first month is 100% free. If you apply the code Goonie when you're checking out and everything, just double check, triple check that it's in there. So I'm going to go hang out on the Discord. If you want to be there, cool. Hope to see you there. Don't forget, check out Apex. They're the sponsor of today's show, pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. I am extraordinarily happy. I'm officially at $32,000 in payouts from Apex with my own trading there. So is it easy? No. Is it possible? Without a doubt. I myself have pulled out $32,000. $22,000 was over the past couple days. So it's been rocking. That's what I have for you today. Market hitting a new all-time high, but we're not seeing too much movement. So my biggest recommendation is calm, cool, collected. Wait for the opportunity to come to you. The major play I'll be looking for the remainder of the day is to see if the SPY gets above and closes above 524, because if that were to happen, I think we're going to get a continuation to the upside. And actually, literally, as I'm concluding here, it's starting to pick up a little bit. So watching that 524 level on the SPY. That's what I have for you. I appreciate all the good vibes. I appreciate you guys putting up with an absolutely absurd show that is going to get me canceled. And in case I am fully canceled, it's been great knowing all of you. We've had a fun run, and it is what it is. But thank you. Update video tonight, streaming once again tomorrow morning. Please don't forget that there's some bond reports today at 1 p.m., the 10-year bond. And then also don't forget that Jerome Powell is going to be doing another speech tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. ET. That's what I have for you. Much love. Peace out.